Alright, what is going on, guys? Romano back again in here for another video for you guys for today. And in here for my Final Resolution 2010 review. And I gotta say, overall with the pay-per-view, it wasn't too bad. It was a right pay-per-view. And let's not waste any much time. Let's get right into it. And we kick things off with a tag team match, and that is the #1 contenders tag team match with Beer Money and Ink Incorporated. And this is a good open to kick off the show. With this, we did get to see, a couple of arm drags and, good back and forth tag team matchup. And, both of these tag teams trying to prove themselves to be the next #1 contenders and to face whoever will be the remaining champions by the end of the night, which we'll get to later on. And anyway, but yeah, that was a good opener. And in the end, with the DUI, and that's right, Beer Money Incorporated get the win over Ink, and they are the new #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships. So that's basically what happened with that. Then we get into the Knockouts False Count Anywhere match between Mickie James and Tara. And I expected this to be a good match, and this wasn't bad. Again, we see these two knockouts going at it. Of course, we again see them, go for the brawl that we always been seeing as of late. We see them, go to the fans and the outside as well, getting involved there, with the rights and lefts and trying to get the pinfall, on the outside as well. We see a drop kick here, also a missile drop kick, which was led to the outside by Mickie James as well. But anyway, they just keep on brawling onto the back, all the way to the outside of the arena too as well. But it all came down to an end. That's why we did have a final decision in this match. And it came to an end when they ended up in the bathroom, in the men's bathroom, no less. That's where it ended there, and I believe Tara got a kick or something, and attacked Mickie James onto one of the bathroom doors. I thought Mickie James, was gonna get the win. She attacked Tara to a pole and stuff like that. But I was disappointed about the outcome, and that's why Tara does get the pinfall victory in the men's bathroom, which I thought was pretty hilarious. But sad to say, Mickie James did not get to win the match, and Tara is, yes, the winner of the Knockouts False Count Anywhere match. Right after that, we get into the X Division Championship, one of the titles that will be on the line. Jay Lethal and Robbie E, aka Zack Ryder 2.0, in the championship matchup, where Cookie is, yes, suspended above the ring in a cage. So I didn't really care for the match at all, and I thought the cage, the short cage, was pretty pointless. The match itself was okay. We had Cookie trying to, went to the back, at one point, so she didn't want to get into the cage at all. But then we have a return here, and I thought, this guy was released, but we do have a return. And that is, believe it or not, Shark Boy. That's right, Shark Boy comes back and, helps Cookie get into the shark cage and everything. And, she gets, hoisted up in the air, and, just to make things short and sweet, Cookie does get the hairspray, throws it to Robbie E. The referee thought Jay Lethal, sprayed Robbie E. And even though Jay Lethal had the match won with his finisher, of course, he was disqualified, and Robbie E. retains the X Division Championship. So, the finish of the match was kind of weird, and overall, I didn't really care for the match, so that's basically what happened with that. So that's why I'm going to leave it there. Then we get into the next match. We have a first blood match, Rhino and RVD. Now, I thought this was, better than that, X Division Championship match. This match, we see clothesline here, on the turnbuckle. We see a running dropkick and a rolling thunder, of course. The gore by Rhino as well. Both of these guys trying to get, each other to bleed in this match. But anyway, like I said, you know, trying to get each other to bleed. We see this, you know, suplex on the rear by Rhino, to RVD as well. And, you know, of course, like I said, Rhino trying to get the gore, but that didn't, you know, succeed with that. Then RVD gets the you know, the trash can onto Rhino and goes coast to coast. That's right, coast to coast onto Rhino, and that's what ends the match there. And Rhino gets busted open, and RVD wins the match against Rhino. So that's basically it with that. But overall, that match, you know, was pretty good. I do have to say that. Then we get into our next title match is the TV Championship, which is also on the line. We had AJ Styles against Douglas Williams, and you know, this match had a, you know, a lot of time to it, and even then it was actually a pretty good matchup. I will say that. But what we saw in this match, well, we saw, you know, headlock takedown here, head scissors. You know, Douglas Williams trying to prove himself that he wants the TV Championship. And we also get to see the head scissors here, reverse sunset flip. Some actually pretty cool spots in this match. We see the rolling chaos on the outside to the floor by Douglas Williams to AJ Styles as well. We see you know, AJ Styles going for you know, the figure 4 there as well. But you know, Douglas Williams is able to get out of that, of course. And we see the Pele kick as well to AJ Styles. You know, excuse me, to Douglas Williams, I should say. And you know, surprisingly, we do have a new TV champion, I should say, in Douglas Williams by giving AJ Styles his own finisher move to, you know, capture the TV championship. So I thought AJ Styles was going to retain, but we do have a new TV champion in Douglas Williams. And then we get into the tag team match, tag team title matchup with the tag team full metal matchup, and that is, of course, you know, the Guns of Generation Me, by far, of course, you know, the match of the night. And you always see something new with these two tag teams. I thought it was good. You know, good back and forth matchup with these two, and in the end, Motor City Machine Guns do get the victory over you know, Generation B. So I was really impressed with that match, and I thought it was a, you know, good tag team match with that. So a very good you know, match. Right after that, we do get Best versus Pope. Of course, in the casket match, again, I didn't really care for this match. My prediction was Pope to win this match. Well, does he win it? I'll get to that in just a second. But, you know, with that, Pope and the Best, you know, going at it back and forth. At one point, Pope was actually landed on the casket pretty damn hard there, and, you know, both trying to, you know, have the battle and trying to see who's going to go in the casket. A point, Pope was going to win it, and then another point, you know, Abyss was going to win it too. We did see, you know, Pope get his finisher, but, you know, he didn't succeed with that. You know, trying to get Abyss into the casket. We also see the Black Hole Slam in this match, and that's what basically helps Abyss. And yes, Abyss does get the win into Pope, and you know, Abyss putting Pope in the casket and defeating the Pope. So I wasn't too happy about that outcome, but Abyss defeats Pope in the casket match. Then we get the next match here. Again, another thing that I wasn't too happy about with the outcome here. We have Jeff Jarrett and Samoa Joe, and of course that submission match. And this matchup was basically all, you know, Samoa Joe, even trying to get a head start for Jeff Jarrett, and you know, we see these two go at it back and forth, trying to get the submission holds and stuff like that. We see the security guards get involved, which I wasn't too happy about. But anyway, this match was all Samoa Joe. In the end, Jeff Jarrett comes back with the ankle lock and gets a defeat over Samoa Joe, and defeats him and makes him tap out. So you know, pretty disappointed about that, but that's what happened in the outcome of the match, and that's what I'm going to leave it off there. Next match, of course, the main event, Jeff Hardy versus Matt Morgan with special guest Mr. Anderson, and you know, this was pretty good. With this, we see the leg drop as well as the running leg drop too. You know, on the outside, we see them ball on the outside for a little bit as well here. We see the follow-away slam by Matt Morgan. We see each other try to get the finishing move quite a couple of times here. And also forgot to mention that this match was made into a disqualification match, with Matt Morgan wanted this matchup to be that, and so of course, fortune, so they won't interfere, but of course they didn't interfere. And but anyway, we see the Twisted Hate a couple of times, about at least 3 or 4 times, but Matt Morgan trying to get out of that. We see some help from Mr. Anderson as well. Of course, Jeff Hardy trying to get to the back and want nothing to do with this, but Anderson coming back and helping out Matt Morgan in a way. We also see Eric Bischoff try and get involved and help out Jeff Hardy, and that's what basically happens there. Even though Matt Morgan tried to get the recovery through a couple of times trying to win the championship, that just didn't happen. But then we finally get to see Swanton Bomb, Twisted Hate again, and Jeff Hardy retaining the championship. So of course Jeff Hardy is still the World Heavyweight Champion, and that's what basically closes the show. And let me know what you guys' thoughts are, and that has to do with the video. And as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.